Asit. Guys, everyone knows that we are doing F&O Chacha from so long. So, just to give you the small information, if nobody knows that, so we are doing continuously providing the detail about FNOs. What is the detail about product? What are the options available? What are the products available? How you can use that, right? And we are continuously talking to multiple industry experts from so long and coming with the every time with the new discussion and just to add value for your knowledge base so that while you are trading add those knowledge and trade much better way. So that's the overall focus and we just want to educate as much as possible, be it from a whether you are using any platform. I would request please join FNF chat and just understand the industry expert, their thought process and all. Right. Uh, okay. So today we have with Asit. Asit is in the industry from last 10 years, more than 10 years in fact, right? And he's doing from so long option buying, and he's well versed with all the option trading from so long, right? So before start any discussion, I just want request you to Asit to just introduce himself, and then probably we can start.
Hey, Alok. Hi, Peter. Thanks for having me here. I'm basically an FNO trader. I'm doing trading since last 10 years. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yeah, yeah, you are, you are.
Okay, cool. So basically, I'm pretty sure, like everyone, who are into full-time hardcore trading, initial years have been really bad, and over a period of time, you learn how to kind of swim the ocean, and that's exactly what has been happening. And so it has got nothing to do with option buying or selling, which is good, which is bad, nothing like that. I think
Yeah.
in the situation that was coming from, buying made more sense to me, and that is why I kind of know, and I never felt the need of getting into strategies or selling. I do know theoretically the strategies and everything, but have never been able to do any of these
Mm-hmm.
strategies or selling anything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody, as a trader, we all must be aware of our trading DNA.
Yeah.
And my DNA was just not there into selling or strategies, and that's as simple as that. So as long as we know what kind of space that we operate under,
Mm-hmm.
what is the comfort zone that we can trade under, rest of the things will be easy. मतलब I think most of the times initially हम लोग इसमें काफी time खो देते to understand what kind of trader that we want to become.
Correct,
And
correct.
more and the shorter the time frame that you take, not frame, time period that you take to kind of understand the kind of trader you want to become, the easier it would be, because you can focus on the areas that you want to improve upon. So yeah, so that is exactly what I have been doing so far.
Mm-hmm. No, agree your point. Most of the points. Okay. So, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Point taken that you need to identify which kind of trader you are. So, okay, guys. Before we start, my first query is to, and Ashad will respond. Just to request to all of you, if you guys have any queries to these topics, any queries related to our previous speakers, please let us know. We'll try to address your questions. We'll try to reach to those speakers and come up with the solutions and answer whatever you require. So please follow us and provide your questions and queries whatever you want. Okay. So let's start with first point. So since it's an entire discussion of option buying rational. So for any kind of market, I'm sure it is not specific to bull market or a bear market or a directional or non-directional market. Right? For any market, right? How to think of option buying?
Okay, so you can do long options, not in every market. If the market is sideways, if the market is not trending anywhere or doesn't have the momentum, आप
Mm-hmm.
option buying नहीं कर सकते हैं. It's as simple as that. You will not be able to make money.
Okay.
So basically, either we need a market which is kind of trending down or trending up, and that should be fine. So that is exactly what we need. If the market is sideways, let's say most of the time in the month of December, you would see the action dies down. उस time पे मैं, if I want to make money through option buying, yes, I'll not be able to make that much of money. So I think in buying, the first and foremost thing is that we need to understand the texture of the market, what exactly the market is doing, what is the range that it is playing out,
Mhm.
And see, I think most of the time, I keep hearing this thing, my market is sideways. Yes, it is sideways most of the time. But even if it is sideways on a higher time frame or whatever, on a smaller time frame, there is always action. And market means it's not about only index. It is not about only a couple of index and a few stocks. There are a lot of action that keeps happening every now and then. मतलब the point is कि in a sideways market में भी काफी सारे stocks काफी move करते हैं and they move
Correct.
quite nicely. So as a trader, it really doesn't matter which instrument that you take. Nifty Bank, options, futures, cash, as long as that instrument is letting you go from one point A to point B, right? We have to, let's say, buy it 100, sell it at 120. Any instrument that is kind of giving me that kind of range, I'm good at that. So I obviously most of the time जब market trend नहीं करता है, we cannot do option buying. High IV zones जहाँ पे volatility, not volatility, India VIX has shot up and there are a lot of IV that is gone into the options. We cannot do option buying because the Vega will not let the delta win the game. So we need to pick our spot. How exactly you can be very pertinent to the kind of instrument that you're playing. Number one, number two, किस texture में आप market or texture क्या है, and your understanding of the market at that point of time. I think most of the time I keep hearing that option selling is easy, option buying is difficult. मेरे हिसाब से nothing is easy in the market. There is no free lunch. It's as simple as that.
True.
Most of the time people say कि हाँ मतलब हम option selling इसलिए करते हैं कि थीटा टीका हो जाता है, हम पैसा बना देते हैं. I think that's the biggest fallacy that has been made out of the whole retail trader कि हाँ option selling is easy. It's not easy. I think trading itself is the most toughest job on the earth. I think most of the guys would kind of really understand that. Is just that which is kind of giving you decent return, and how exactly those returns have the various parameter. One of the basic thing in option buying is that key I always know the magnitude of the risk to begin with, and there is no compromise on that. So that gives me a lot of comfort. So let me kind of go back a couple of points before. Like, so initially when I started off, I was doing a lot of futures trading. I was not into options. Futures trading, and at that point of time, you get a lot of leverage. So you have X amount of capital, you get 20X, and that kind of thing. And
Correct.
when the market, you tend to spot the right kind of trend and everything, you kind of make money because let's say ICICI Bank is going up by 30 points. You instead of मेरा capital 3 lot लेने के लिए है, but because of the broker leverage, I can take 20 lots. And when the going is good, it's everything is great. Matlab, you make money and you think you're a champ. But the skill was not me. The skill was market was trending, and somebody was giving me a borrowed money. That's precisely what it is. It was not about my skill. So I started thinking कि हाँ मतलब market is easy and आराम से पैसा बन रहा है, leverage लेके we can make money. But it was just matter of time when kind of I knew how badly I was prepared to enter into the market, how inadequate in terms of capital, in terms of experience I was having to kind of be a full-time trader at that point of time. And thanks to the leverage, I kind of managed to wipe out most of my capital. So that is exactly how everything started. Okay, fine. Now I had 100, and within a year's time, I made decent money. But now, not only the capital, the profit, everything is gone, and you're at ground zero. This as simple as that. So over a period of time, I had a series of blown up accounts. I lost decent amount of money. So I think over a period of time, I started thinking what exactly that I need to do to kind of have a decent living out of trading. So first thing that I figure out I don't need to take leverage. So for the last maybe 6-7 years, I have never taken leverage. So if I have a capital of 100. At intraday positions or whatever, at max I would use 25-30 if need be, but never 100. So that stigma is always there. Leverage, maybe not leverage is bad, let me put it in this way. I was not skilled enough to use leverage to the maximum potential, let's put it in that way. So whatever it may be, so I did not kind of not take a single time leverage, let alone using 2-3 times, 4 times. Forget about one time. I was not even using my whole capital, only 20-30% at any point of time. So now after the blown out capitals and everything, so you have few points. You want to earn X amount of return. You have limited capital, and but at the same time you do not want to take leverage. So if you combine all these constraints, the only thing that will be left out is the option buying. It's as simple as that, right?
Hmm.
So that is how I started exploring into options, how exactly it can be of help to me. And over a period of time, I just got too much involved with the option bank and never felt the need of get into any other side of it. Maybe
Hmm.
because I did not know how skillfully to use leverage. So that is how the whole option buying thing came into the picture. And it's
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure if I would have not gone kind of blown up my account, I would have still doing what millions out there are doing. I don't ever do any strangle straddle 920 sell karna it's just not there in my DNA. And now it is never a matter of capital, but it's just that you develop a test, you develop a kind of mindset. This is how I want to
Right.
operate, and
Right.
you keep focusing on that. So me digressing to any other part of territory, trying to make a bit of money through theta decay, which can be done, I'm not denying that, but
Hmm.
that will take away the focus that I would like to have in trading. So that is why I completely shut down the whole selling thing. Anything strangle straddle strategies. Strategies are great, and there's so many people who are doing so many great thing in the strategies part. But
Hmm.
personally, it has never excited me.
Hmm.
And no offense to anyone, but I never found the return in strategies that to be that lucrative through the way I look at option buying. So yes, I it could be the case out of 22 trading days, I might not be trading the whole of 22 trading days. I might
Yeah.
be taking 6 trading days or 7-8 trading days, but that 7-8 would be the cream. So
Hmm.
I look for that cream days when I can get the range in my picture and get a good going in terms of return. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that is exactly how it has been.
No. Okay. So, guys, just to add, I think probably people who don't know about, I think there are two, three jargons that is used. I'm assume that most of the people know, but the people who don't know Delta and Vega, I would request please go through the YouTube channel and just understand what is Delta and Vega. It is obviously these are the Greek's value. You need to understand how Delta react, how Vega react. So, coming to the point what Akshita has mentioned, there are 3 to 4 points. One is no leverage or technically, if you are taking a leverage, you should know how to use it, or it's one of the best if you don't use at all, right? That's the best thing, and that's exactly what Asit has given as an example. Now coming to the loss part, we I personally use most of the I receive most of the email ID, sometimes WhatsApp chat also. No, guys, it is just for information that everyone lose money. There is none of the trader in the entire world who make profit on every day, right? And everyone lose some amount of money, right? So try to start as much as smaller amount if you want to learn, rather than do more on a research site and understand which kind of taste you have, because every trader is unique. Some people make money through option selling, some people make money through option buying, some people make money only through index options, not stocks option, right? So everyone have a different kind of psychology, different kind of understanding, or probably different kind of taste, right? So that's what Asida has mentioned almost 3 4 times. So you need to also understand what kind of trader you are. Apart from that, option buying, definitely option buying is one of the great example what Asida has given. Last but not the least, last point which Ashid has mentioned. See, not every day will be yours, right? So you cannot. It is not necessary that as a trader you need to trade every day, right? So sometimes you need to take a back if the day is not belongs to you, or probably it's not you, whatever the logic or whatever the sense you are using for a trading, you need not to trade just because of sake of trade, right? It should always trade when you find an perfect opportunity based on your thought process, right? So please make a note of this. This every traders are a different. I think we have discussed this multiple time. I think if I'm not wrong, I have discussed with Sanju Patna when we were doing the same thing, and the same. So why I'm doing that, guys? Because this this line and these kind of points mentioned by multiple good traders. Like Asit is also mentioning the same point. So please try to identify. Okay, Asit, so probably you have catch my 3 4 question back to back without even asking. So leverage was one of the question. So now Asit, since you have discussed about what are the main key point while option buying. So before that, the people who are a newcomers and selling option. So we just want to understand what are the advantage or disadvantage compared to option buying versus option selling.
Uh, See. As I say, color of money doesn't know how buying कर रहे हो, selling कर रहे हो, whatever that is there. See,
Uh,
as long as your risk parameter, risk management is in control, you can make money from both the ways. मतलब there is nothing like buyers cannot make money. Those who talk utter nonsense, and those who say कि sellers cannot make money, that is also utter nonsense. I think everybody make money whoever knows the game properly. The key is to know the game. It is not about मुझे buying करना है because somebody is making money in buying, मुझे selling करना है because somebody is making selling and it is easy. The first thing people need to know कि market is not easy. It is definitely not something that you can get up in the morning and go and make some money. It's not that easy. And जो भी ऐसे सोच रहे हैं, you will get the awakening by the market in the worst possible way. So I think most of the time it is not about buying selling. Coming back to the question, is the matter of how you see the market. Now in the buying, the benefits are that definitely decent amount of benefit if the mind, so you have to be obviously quite agile. Need to know कि when exactly you need to act like a sniper. आपको कब अटैक करना है, कहाँ पे, किस लेवल पे आपको लग रहा है कि मार्केट ब्रेकआउट दे रहा है, ब्रेकडाउन हो रहे हैं, वहां पे if you can buy, call, put, whatever, that can give money. The beauty of option buying is that if you can read the market and understand the texture of the market, and you live market every breath, and if I may say like that, you can understand कहाँ किस point में, let's say किस stock या index में there is a breakout or breakdown and why it can be happening. You can read options data, you can option chain, you can have some kind of trend following systems or whatever. You have to have a system to understand, because obviously you're playing for delta. So my strongest conviction is that if I don't make money because of in option buying, it has got nothing to do with theta. It has got to do with my reading of the delta has gone wrong. If my sense of direction is wrong, if my sense of understanding of the market is wrong, I'll be penalized, and it's as simple as that. Even if I kind of get into the point whether the sense of direction is right, if I understand where the market is heading to, I'll make money. It is all about direction and the quality of the direction. It is not only direction; it is the quality of the direction that you're looking at the market. Market might be going up 30-35 points, but it will not be enough to make the delta do the delta drifting kind of thing. You will not be able to make money. But at the same time, in a trend following system, whoever, I'm pretty sure all these guys are intelligent enough to understand. Just the market break किया था 15,200, when it closed around above 16,400, 17,100. These are the levels where it was given in the chart ki, okay, now there is another kind of expanding range that is happening. I keep telling to my guys ki, see, finding a trade जहाँ पे कि momentum हो रहा है, trend है, and all those things is the easiest thing. And आप उसको अगर नहीं कर पा रहे तो that's a different game altogether. We're not talking about that. My point where I'm talking about, now that you know कि let's say something is going up or something is going down, because the trend is positive or negative, how much actually you're kind of betting on. There's so many people say कि मैं 400 point कमा लिया बैंक निफ्टी. It really doesn't matter आप 400 कमाओ, 1000 कमाओ. The point is कि the quality of the conviction with the quality of and with the quantity. Would you be saying कि मैं let's say 10,000 quantity लिया हूँ तो 400 points or 300 points, and that is the game. It is not about having 2-3 lots and thinking कि I'm not saying you everybody start having 10,000, 20,000 quantity, but all I'm trying to say, everybody should aspire to get into that point कि finding trend and momentum should be the least of the problem. That should not be the concern at all. That it has to be there. Point is कि in cricket, let's say मैं 50 run बना दिया, how so what? Have you made 300? So game is about that, and option buying will give you that kind of platform. You have to do a lot of delta drifting. You have to find out कि किस type of range expansion हो रहा है, and if you catch the range properly, and it's a quantity that you can increase over a period of time. 40 delta, 50 delta, 60 delta, you can keep increasing your delta and do the delta drifting and try kind of going with the flow. There will be occasional kind of fall and whatever. To be honest, like the kind of profit that I made in the last say 4 months, maybe I had not made in the entire last year. So over a period of time, what we need to kind of understand ki how exactly you read the market and which are the instruments. Now, for the same understanding of the कि market expand कर रहे हैं, somebody can buy a call, somebody can sell a put, and somebody can buy a future. But with option buying, what happens? The kind of money that you need to buy a call, and so what happens? Normally, people who would not know, delta is nothing but is the kind of let's say ratio between the change of the underlying value to the change of the option price. Let's say 40,000 में बैंक निफ्टी hypothetically is 300 rupees. The call I'm talking about, bank
Yeah.
nifty goes to 40,200. Now 300 becomes, let's say, 400 rupees. Let's say 50 delta में आप buy किए, right? Now, if I have to buy 1,000 quantity of bank nifty future, you'll obviously give lot of margin, right? Margin money रहेगा उसमें, but if I buy say 1,000 quantity of bank nifty at the money call, that is 50 delta, that means we are talking about hardly what, maybe 300, 1,000 but 3 lakh, 3.5 lakh at max, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Now the game changes कि आपको एक बार पता चल गया कि okay fine, let's say the market is kind of expanding, it is going up. You buy, let's say, 2,000 quantity of bank nifty call. Hypothetically, you are buying it. That is nothing but 1,000 quantity of bank nifty future. Because future में डेल्टा क्या इतना होता है आपका 1 होता है, at the money में 0.5 होता है. You double the quantity, you're playing with the similar quantity of what you have in future 1,000 quantity. So option buying gives you that kind of leverage, not in the monetary sense, but leverage of options in terms of आप किस हिसाब से इसको expand कर सकते हैं, and you do a lot of delta drifting. So another thing, so this is how you can, bring that, optionality of, buying options into your, site and get lot of advantage out of it.
Yeah.
Another thing that people must understand, अगर मैं हर दिन बोलूँगा कि मुझे हर दिन option buying में पैसा बनाना है, it is not that easy. It is not that easy. You have to spend some time to get into that stage. You can compare this option buying just like surfing. Ocean में, let's say the surfers go, it's not that the surfer will say कि okay, I have a gut feel कि अभी यहाँ पे wave form हो रहा है, मैं यहाँ पे अभी surfing करूँगा and then I'll have a ride. No, it is not about that. You have to see actually the build up happening. Now that build up in the market can be coming from option chain, can be coming from your list of price action indicators, let's say bank nifty में 4-5 private banks have studies, whatever XYZ. You market pays you for your conviction. It's as simple as that. अगर conviction नहीं है, the quality of earning that you'll be having, I think it will not be that satisfactory. But at the same time, it's as simple as that. Your quality of research will give you the quality of returns. If the research is not there, if you have not put effort in terms of whatever, be it strategies, be it directional buying, directional selling, whatever, you will not get money. So first thing first, I'll advise and may suggest everyone, don't take it lightly, but at the same time, over a period of time, try to put effort in a manner where you can understand the texture of the market. And we will go wrong. There is nothing wrong and nothing ashamed of going wrong. We will go wrong, but at the same time, it is a matter of when we go wrong, how much we are going wrong, and if you're going right, how much we are going right. That differential has to be at our side, and that is how we can make a difference. It is not about when we earn, we will earn 10 rupees. When we lose, we'll lose 50 rupees. It has to be the reverse. So it cannot be कि मैं जब पैसा बना रहा हूँ तो पैसा कम बन रहा है जब lose कर रहा हूँ, then the equation, the trade-off will never be in your favor. So so that is another thing that as an option buyer you should always keep in mind कि when I'm making when I'm right, I'm making taking care of all the past losses of few small losses, and you kind of come out with a think okay fine 3 बार 4 बार loss हुआ है, but जो 6 बार मेरा profit हुआ है out of 10 times, I'm making double the money of the losses that I would have made. So it's always about that ratio that you can come out with and be profitable over a long period of time.
Agree. Completely agree. So, guys, so let me summarize a few points. First of all, what Asid was mentioning about the probability and conviction, these terms called most of the traders or HFT desk or a quant desk, they call it confidence score also, right? So it is just for information. If someone is say what is the confidence score, it is nothing but a probability of making you right, or you can call it anything, right? So that is one. The second is what optionality of options, what Asid was mentioning. I just want to add one more line in the same way that it is also the what essentially Ashid mean is unlimited profit while option buying, right? So that is also one of the most important and key point for a when you are going for option buying, right? So it's an unlimited profit over there, right? Uh, uh, yeah,
No,
Ashid, please.
no, honestly, no, that sounds little odd. It is not actually unlimited profit. It's not that we just buy and we leave it like that. The way I
No, of
look
course,
at it,
yeah.
let's say I bought 40,000 ka call. I made some money out of it. Now it has gone to say 40,300. The way I do trading is that I'll book out 40,000 ka, let's say, call options. Then I'll start scalping or pyramiding 40,300 or 40,400. And it is all about testing the water initially to find out whether it is still a valid trade or not. And if the trade is valid, and if you think, okay, fine, everything is kind of now coming together, then you buy, let's say, 40,300. Just 2 days back, I was talking about 40,000 ka call buy करने के लिए, then 40,300. Today, I gave a call of 40,600. Now, my point is कि you can always keep, okay, this is another thing. One of the pitfalls, if you can say, well, we get into the trap of option buying. See, the beauty of this option buying part is that with the delta, you can understand how much of the movement you can expect in the option premium, right?
Yeah,
At no point of time, I want my delta to be 80, 90, and it starts manifesting the underlying immediately. So अगर फ्यूचर में 100 पॉइंट बढ़ रहा है, मेरा ऑप्शन प्राइस भी 90 पॉइंट बढ़ रहा है, there is no benefit, especially when you're dealing with an instrument called Bank Nifty. I'm okay to kind of make 50% of the profit, but I definitely want to lose 50% of the loss in case should it be the case, right? So I always kind of advise everyone not to get into deep ITM or I am kind of in the money kind of call or put whatever side that you're taking, but be at the money and try to do delta drifting. Take it at around, say, 50 or 45 delta, try to go to around 70, 75, and the trade is still valid and still has the steam. Then you can go to the next delta, next strike price, which has got 50 delta, and keep doing it. Most of the times, market will pause by the time your at the money goes to, say, 80, 90 delta. So wait for that time. It's not that so just to kind of clarify, it is definitely not the bookish one unlimited profit will come down, but at the same time we have to preserve whatever that is there with 90 delta and get into a lesser risk profile in terms of 50 or 40 delta kind of thing, and that will let you, in case market goes down, it will go down by 50 delta, and that is helpful to me. And then also कोई stop loss वगैरह डालना होता है तो most of the time 80-90 delta का stop loss is kind of quite difficult and they become very illiquid. So that liquidity angle will also come in. So that is why I would prefer at the money call and put whatever that is there.
Okay, got it. Okay, fine. So, okay, so that is one more point taken. Now coming to the Ashit have two more points Ashit have mentioned. One was he was talking about build up, OI build up side. So where build up is coming from. There is one more point Ashit has mentioned regarding the Bank Nifty or Nifty top five stocks. So the meaning of those top five stock means so the entire Bank Nifty index have some XYZ weightage of multiple stocks, right? When you talk about top 4 5 stocks, it almost cover more than 75% of overall Bank Nifty. So it will give you the overall picture. So if you observe the top 5 Bank Nifty highest weightage of stock, technically you come to know the entire Bank Nifty movement. So that's what one more point he has mentioned. Yeah. Am I correct, Ashish, right?
Yeah, no, you can say that, right?
Okay. So now, Ajit, now we obviously understand the things on some additional points.
I had given it an air. I'm telling you because a lot of people who kept asking me, what do I do? It has fallen down by this thing. There's always a stop loss. Now the stop loss could be depending upon your kind of risk appetite and everything. अगर आपका stop loss hit होता है तो stop loss hit होता है. Don't compromise on it just because it is small amount of money or small amount of premium, because then you're not doing justice to the trading, especially option buying, because it can be ruthless if Kotak Bank doesn't come back to where it was. Even if it comes back, the premium will not be the same. So another thing, hypothetically, I'm just sharing few of the nuggets. Maybe if people can find it useful. अगर आप 1800 का call buy किए हैं, and let's say 50 rupees, let's say your stop loss is 45 or let's say 40 rupees, whatever. Your stop loss is hit, you're out. Let's say for some reason, let's say some news came and Ultratech is kind of gone to say 1700. 100 रुपए नीचे आ गया. जो 50 रुपए का जो कॉल था, now maybe that will be trading at around say 15 rupees or 20 rupees or 10 rupees, whatever, right? Do not ever average that particular strike price कि मैं 50 में बाय किया था, मैं भी 10 में भी बाय करूंगा, 12 में भी बाय करूंगा, 20 में भी, 15 में भी, so that मेरा कॉस्टिंग कम हो जाएगा. अगर आपका बाय करना है, if you're still bullish on let's say Kotak Bank, buy 1700 ka call instead of buying 1800 ka call. So that is one thing people must understand. The dynamics of an option buying completely changes in comparison to cash, future, and things like that. Because your option premium will not come back. The price might go back from 1700 to 1800, but your 10-12 rupees ka would not go back to 50. Because obviously there is decay, then IV changes and everything. So do not ever average your same strike price option. If you're still bullish, go back to 1700. And then
Hmm.
because 1700 अभी ATM हो गया, right? Now what exactly is this delta? Delta is nothing but the probability this particular strike price will end up in the money kind of thing. So वहाँ पे 50%. So I'll always attack that 40% 50% zone जहाँ पे probability is my favor. I'll not attack something a strike price जहाँ पे कि 10-20% का probability है, nothing but 10-20 delta kind of thing. Most of the people, so this is one thing people keep doing lot of blunders. They will have great amount of quantity and the money might not be kind of coming to. अगर loss होता है, just book the loss, look for the another opportunity. It is not needed that each and every trade that you take has to be profitable. Period. It's as simple as that, right? This is number one. Number two, kind of most of the time people would, let's say अभी 40,300 में बैंक निफ्टी है, they will buy 41,000 का call. कि not because कि they have a sense of direction, but at the same time it is more to do with the fact कि 40,000 sorry 41,000 का call का premium अभी काफी कम है. Option buying is, for me, the rationale is that I'll buy it higher and sell it higher. I'll never be compromising on the quality, matlab quality, probability, whatever you want to put it. I do not want to get into a strike price jahan pe ki delta is 20, 25, 30, whatever, pay maybe 100 rupees and make around 150. My game is that, I'll pay 300, 400 rupees and make 600, 700 rupees. That is what I want to do it. So it is not, yes, your outflow will be less, but please understand with the minimal outflow, the probability is obviously less and not necessarily your underlying will keep moving towards your direction. Yes, once, twice it might happen and you feel great, but that is not the rule of the house. You have to stick to at least 30, 40, not 30 even, 40 delta at least. And that is how things will go up. And always try to do the delta drifting from 40 delta to 50 delta to 60 delta and finally 70 delta you can kind of offload and go for the next kind of ATM call and put whatever that is there. So most of the time people need to understand the risk reward perspective in terms of the kind of instrument they're playing. I'm talking about the buying side. People should not have unrealistic expectations and must be taking small bit of losses. You have to be having a bigger heart to take up losses. I was bullish on Tata Motors yesterday. I had a good quantity. It did not move up. So be it. And I booked my losses and I moved on. My point is that if you cannot see, this is the fundamental change. I think if I may kind of understand, the sellers will always try to defend their position because let's say मुझे पता है कि end of the day में इसका premium खत्म हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा. But as a buyer, I live in the moment right now. What is happening now, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow? That's max. उससे ज्यादा अगर मैं try to evaluate the market, I myself will go kind of nuts. मतलब I honestly as a buyer, I do not know what will market do day after tomorrow. I can be bullish today, bearish tomorrow. End of the day, we have to find out how the market is. मतलब direction कहाँ पे है. So somebody asked me, and to be honest, there are so many people who keep asking me, ये chart कैसे लगा? I don't read charts to be honest. B, there are people who ask me कि ये महीने में कितना I have absolutely no clue what is happening in the month. So because maybe the focus is that कि I need to know what is happening right now, what could be happening tomorrow and day after tomorrow, and that's it. It's option buying is just like vegetable. You get the vegetable from the market, आप उसको एक दो दिन में खाना खाते हो, पका देते हो, then you go and get the fresh one. That is how the mentality should be. Not that कि मैं आज buy कर लिया हूँ, price चला गया, मैं stop loss नहीं डालूंगा, एक महीने के लिए मैं wait कर लेता हूँ क्योंकि मेरे पास तो time है. Maybe it will turn it around and you'll be coming out of fine, but most of the time it will not be the case. So that longevity in that particular trade, how many days, how many period, what period that you're keeping it is definitely critical. Even if the price correction is not there, if there is a time correction in terms of let's say 2-3 दिन में price नहीं बढ़ रहा है, I got to move out, look for a better opportunity and things like that.
Absolutely correct. No, 100% agree with you. There is no deviation for whatever the words you have said, especially for option buying. And it's not about option buying; it's all about entire trading. See, and guys, know though we have mentioned this multiple times. See, there should not be any emotions if you are making if your direction is wrong. If you make some because of some reason you are wrong, right? Book your stop loss. We have discussed multiple times that stop loss is one of your best friends. Don't even think of whether you are losing money because it might be if you are not putting your stop loss, as Asit has mentioned that you might make money probably 3-4 times, but whenever you lose hell lot of money, right? And there is no reason for it. So please make your stop loss whenever you have thought process, whatever the logic you are using behind. One more point Asit has mentioned, do not average your option buying. And I agree with him, because the moment it's not like equity that you can hold for a longer term. If IRCTC is going wrong direction, you are keep adding and wait for a year or so on, right? It's like immediately, probably till expiry, so you don't have much time. So whenever you are buying some strike price, and if market is going in opposite direction what you have thought for, then rather than averaging, buy at the money, or strike price which can be in the money immediately, rather than going for out of the money, where there is a higher chance to become a zero, right? That is one more point. uh, One more point Asiddhaj mentioned, and let me tell you, it is highest number of cases in option buying. Most of the people buying option because of lower premium, right? Because of 3 rupees, 4 rupees, sometimes in paisas, right? Guys, definitely it is one of the cheaper price. You will always your outflow is very less, but let me tell you, the chances to become out of the money is highest, right? Any options buying, right? So don't go extremely out of the money just because it is a cheaper. It's kind of gambling, right? Until unless you are not sure, right? So don't do gambling. Even if you're 500 rupees, someone have 3 months back, some lady has mailed me that it's not mail, actually it was discussion while I am explaining our product. She mentioned that even if you lose 500 rupees, what is the matter, right? If we'll make money, we'll probably make 5,000. See, if you lose 500 rupees to 20 time and probably make one time 5,000, there is no sense, right? Even your 300 400 rupees is important also, right? So don't buying option just because it's a cheaper and your investment amount is too less, right? So just avoid that. Last point, and it is related to everything, all the trading style, including option buying. See, unrealistic expectation is very wrong in the Indian stock market, right? For any successful business, if you are any successful business across globe, you can name it, right? Avoid Tesla kind of exceptions, but any realistic numbers, any realistic business, 1%, 2%, 2% a month is awesome, right? It's an awesome business if you are making 2%, and you can name it any business. I'm sure there are multiple people who are already in doing those businesses. Trading, stock market trading is also treat this entire trading as a fair business, and create your expectation, make your expectation in the same way. 3 4%, 5% is awesome, right? Don't expect, like what Asir has mentioned as an example, that if you are buying some option for 5 rupees or 50 rupees, you will sell only when it become a 500 rupees, right? So those kind of expectation leads to major losses, right? Whatever. So even if you are, obviously most of the people are corporate or doing some businesses, they know very well what kind of money they are making from the market, right? Or even if you have a small shop also, you know what kind of money you are making while selling goods, right? So don't put it expected. It is also a business. So take it as a business. When I say business, there are three major points. One is seriousness of the business. You should know in and out about business. You should know what Asid has mentioned. One more point, that there is no harm to know the Greek. So similarly, if you are trading in options, please go through and understand the Greek. Please go through and understand heat map, OIE analysis. Please understand option chain. So you need to understand the business. The second, don't expect unrealistic numbers for the return. And third and last important point, if there is a risk, immediately do hedging. Whether you are putting a stop loss, or whether you are squaring off immediately position, whatever you can do. Please follow all these three processes for any kind of while option buying or even for a trade.
Now, on
Yeah,
that
Sid.
note, on that note, I would like to say I never hedge my positions. I know most of the people do not like to hear this, but
No, no, please
this,
go on.
yeah, yeah. So just to let you know, either I'm right or I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, there is a stop loss and that will be hit. It is not about defending. See, I'll tell you another perspective. I'm not sure how many people would relate to it. My point
No, no,
is,
please
if
go
my
on.
yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
my point is, like, if I do not have clarity or understanding of the trend and direction, I
hmm,
don't need to be in the business of buying. It's as simple
yeah.
as that. Agar,
Hmm,
why do you hedge? The basic
hmm,
question is, why do you hedge? Hedge is that key. I'm not very sure how things will turn out, and maybe that is why I'll be hedging it out. Now the
yeah.
point is, if I'm if I'm not very sure, why do I need to be in that trade? That is my first fundamental question. I
Hmm,
don't need to be in the trade for sure. Matlab, I will wait for the right trade when, yes,
hmm,
trade will go wrong. I am okay with taking the stop loss, but I'm not okay that one leg is eating up my profit. अगर मुझे पता है बैंक निफ्टी 500 पॉइंट बढ़ रहा है, there is no point me doing any hedging. I will just go naked. It's as simple as that. Yes, I can always come back and question myself कि whether my sense of direction is right or wrong or whatever. But if I start hedging, I'll never be having the kind of return that I would like to have. And trust me, malab, it's absolutely fine for me not to make money and not to have decent return. But when I see the cream, I'm not going to let it go. I am just going to eat all of it. So that is another way to kind of look at the market. I have never, and having said that, I have lost money on 4th of March, जहाँ पे bond yield का spike आया था overnight, and suddenly we gapped down 250 points. I carry most of the positions overnight. I carry a lot of positions overnight. That day, market, my system, everything was bullish, and I had a decent kind of position sizing and everything, and I was bullish. And I carry positions based upon whatever money that I would have made from 2 to 330, and that becomes my buffer. But there will be days when that buffer is not sufficient to kind of take care of the small little black swan that could be there. I lost a good amount of money on 4th of March. But for having said that, in this whole year so far, 4th of March is the only day because of bond yield or whatever, I lost a good amount of money. For that one incident, I would have said कि maybe 10 times I made the template is same. I see the same template. So something like, no, let's say you get a full toss, you go for a 6. It's as simple as that. There will be time you'll get clean bold also. But for that one clean bold, you're not going to let go of that full toss. So my point is that this hedging business, with due respect to everyone, I somehow have a different take. Ki, yes, again, somebody who is doing for, now understand the time frame. Somebody who is doing for a month or quarter, that's a different story. Now maybe let's say 10 दिन के लिए मैं कर रहा हूँ trading, that's okay. You can hedge and everything. My thing is for today and tomorrow. But so if I'm not sure about what is happening tomorrow, there'll be not a single penny from my side to the market. And if I'm sure what is happening tomorrow in the market, to let's say 70-80% probability, I'll have all my penny on the market. So that is how it is. One of the things, this is how it is. People get so scared. You have to come out of the fear factor कि मेरा loss हो जाएगा तो क्या होगा. You have to come to that point of time when you know कि your fear is not, your loss is not going to impact you that much. It's just a number. Once that stage comes, the game completely changes itself. It is not about profit loss or कितना loss हो जाएगा. If you act under kind of fear, not sure कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं होगा, the good quality money will not be coming your way. You have to be fearless. At the same time, having proper risk management and try to do the business of let's say trading, not option buying, the business of trading. Most of the time, this is what I keep saying कि the dragon that you see is not the dragon that will burn you, and that is the truth. हम हमेशा सोचते हैं कि हाँ यही हमें मारेगा, but that वो होता नहीं है. Selling में, I'm pretty sure the back testing and everything looks very great in picture and it is all fine. But I can tell you कि most of the times I don't rely on the back testing because I know for sure कि it is all about today. It is not about, and I handle a decent amount of portfolio, and I do once a back testing and once I understand the probability कि this is fine. It is then about kind of trade management, and that's what I was saying. Finding a trade is the most easiest part. And I expect all of us as traders should be kind of getting to that mode where we know which trade to take, which trade to avoid, which trade to go long or short, whatever. The real skill would come into the picture when you start pyramiding. Once you pyramid, and then only the whole game changes completely. With the fact that now let's say what if is in a scenario. Let's say I'm just giving you my own perspective. Now, in the next 5 years, Nifty is going to, let's say, at least 25,000, maybe 28,000 kind of thing. So 8, 9,000, 10,000 ka Nifty ka badne wala. So let's say Bank Nifty is around 60,000. How much are you prepared to take juice out of it? Most of us all of us want to earn money. Fair enough, all good. But how many of us are prepared to make money when we are knowing कि let's say 14,000 टूट रहा है तो अभी 15,000 आ रहा है, 15,000 टूटा तो maybe 16,500 आ रहा है. That kind of seriousness should be there. And if anybody wants to make easy money, okay भाई मतलब थीटा से मैं पैसा कमा लूंगा, trust me, you keep making money, one day that will be there with due regards and due kind of kind of respect to your trading system and everything, but because the game is as such, the game is like it, you do not know the quantum of the magnitude of the risk in selling.
Mm.
I'm not at all saying कि आप naked selling करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए strategic. It's all up to you. But I know I'm talking from my friend's experience. What happened on 18th of May 2018. If anybody knows what happened in the last 1 hour when Bank Nifty ka kind of premium which was around 4 rupees went to around 600 rupees. They know and they have not come back to the business. Now we expect that those trades will never happen to me. Great, let God be kind, that much of kind, having the kindness to us. But this shit do happen, and it is there. So my point is ki forget about buying, selling, future, whatever. Always, whichever instrument that you trade, however you trade, try to understand what is the magnitude of risk and what is the value at risk. Until unless I do not have the clarity of that, I'll always not be able to perform the best way that I would like to kind of perform. Right now, what if I say ki, let's say my capital is 100 and I have, let's say, earned 100 rupees on the profit is the profit that is there at the money, the stake at the market. The game changes completely. My capital is gone long back. It is a profit money I'm playing for. So what if in 2-3 years time your capital is not there in the market? I'm talking about the risk management or capital management, whatever that you can say. Over a period of time, you come to a conclusion, okay, fine. Let's say 100 rupees is my starting capital. Over a period of next 2 years, I'll make 100 rupees, and that 100 rupees is going to be in the kind of market. Your trading inside the trading character will change drastically. And what if I add another layer to it? Ki 3 times, 4 times of the profit of the initial capital, and that is the 4th time of the profit that you have made. That profit is there in the market right now. Do you think the whole cycle will change? It will change. हम आधा टाइम हम इसमें करते हैं कि व्हाट इफ मेरा लॉस हो जाएगा लॉस होगा तो
Psychology, entire psychology will change actually.
exactly. So my point is that it is not about and let me also tell everyone ki once you understand this market, how exactly it operates and everything, it is going to give you wealth, and there is no question on that. It's all about how much of effort you are willing to put, how much of seriousness that you have in the business. I think that is the quality of your research, the quality of your effort will bring the money in. It is not about something is working for somebody, so that will work for me. Bullshit. It is not going to work for you. You create your own niche, you create your own kind of psychology, trading pattern, trading DNA, and that should be unique. I'm not saying ki through buying only you'll make money or through selling only you'll make money, but whatever that suits you. The end of the day, it should be coming to the point ki I'm here for long term. I'm here. People are uneducated or little less educated. They do not have the understanding of risk management. They do not have adequate capital. They get swept away. The point is not to be swept away. Be in the market and get the cream whenever the market is offering you. And let me also tell you, if you prove to the market that you're here for a long term, there is a longevity in you, then with time market will just reward you because of your longevity. कि बस तूने मुझे इतना 5 साल मुझे देख लिया, now let me give you something. Let's question mark that longevity. How long can I stay in the market? How long can I stay put in the market? Being profitable. Losses only, that losses should not be taking me away completely from the market. And let me tell you, इतना जो ज्ञान में दे रहा हूँ, it's not that something that somebody has told me. I have been thrown out of the market maybe 4, 5 times, 6 times, completely broke. I didn't have anything. I didn't know what to do. So you learn from your mistakes, from your blunders. You understand what could be maybe a right way to do it, and whatever that I'm sharing, I'm just sharing from my experience. Nobody has told me ki, oh, this is how it should be. But yeah, this is what I kind of think, how market, we can benefit from the market, you can say.
No, absolutely, Asid. And there is a great respect for you, and there are very few people who are so much, specific what they are doing rather than creating a story. Thanks a lot for your each and every word and every point what you have given, right? And I'm sure there are a lot of people who are inspired and now looking their trading style, understanding what they can do much better, how they are, exploring option buying at that moment. If they are not doing what are the data they need to go on, they'll obviously definitely they will. There are some people who are probably start learning on option chain. Probably some people who are going for a wide data details, feed maps and all. Definitely it will work. Thanks a lot, Asit, for your time.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just hope that whatever people are joined, I hope there's some something might be of some use to them, and that's the only wish I would have. And
definitely.
thank you for having me. And it was nice to kind of share whatever little that I know.
No, no, you're too generous. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Asif. Thanks for
Thank
inviting
you.
us. Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Yep. Thanks.